Let's do it.
The Mood Lounge Show, dropping crazy knowledge on the minds. With your hosts, Pedge Tattoos, and partner in crime, Marco.
Hey, welcome to the Mood Lounge Show. I'm your host once again, Pedge Tattoos.
I'm your co-host once again, Marco with a K. Since we're sounding
more
it
like
out.
Marco with a scratchy throat.
Oh, come on, man. I had this lingering ass fucking shit. It's like I'm not even sick anymore, and I'm still sounding.
Yeah, something's been going around, and it is what it is. Everybody's catching it. Marco took it like, I don't know. He had some fucking weird
Why'd
case
you say it
of
like
it.
that?
Huh?
So why you say I took it like weird?
Because you took to the cold a little weirder. Like it's progressing
okay,
forever. It's like it's just mutated in you.
No.
It's that fucking cock gene. I mean the bird
what
flu.
the
The
fuck,
bird flu.
man?
The bird flu. The bird flu.
Excuse me.
Anyway, so let's start off with customer service.
What do you mean?
So last week I had this little issue. I have a VPN, and I have this program. It's an antivirus. It's called System Mechanic.
Okay.
So it cleans out all your files. It deletes stuff. It speeds up your RAM, your hard drive. It defragments. It does all of that shit at the click of a button. I've had it for 15 years, 16 years, maybe even longer.
So you're a steady customer. What the fuck?
Yeah. So I noticed one month, $19 gets taken out. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, so then I forgot totally about it. And the following month comes along at $19. IOLO is the name of the company. So I'm like, fuck's this shit? No, bullshit, bro. So I had to renew in January. So I renewed. And I don't know what the fuck. So, I call up customer service, and I get customer service today is either India or China.
Right.
And if you get India,
no racism.
everybody's name is Tom, Jonathan, or, Sam.
Steve. Yeah.
My name is Sam Smith. I'm calling you because I want to ask you. It's like that's bullshit. So now you get China. It's always females, and they're always named Susan. Hi, my name is Susie. I will be helping you today. Like, so I get this fortune cookie on the phone, right? And she turns around and dude starts berating me. Like, I'm explaining to her the situation, and I was like, hey, I'm being charged $19. Okay, sir, if you give me a moment, I will look up your account. And all right, that moment was like fucking 5 minutes. It comes on, and she's like, okay, I see what's going on. You have VPN, and you have Live Assistant, and then. I was like, no, I don't have Live Assistant. She goes, yes, you do. You have Live Assistant. You're paying for support and this and I was like, I never got support before. I don't need it. Right. I said, honestly, like, I download the thing. I'm very familiar. I said, no. I said, you guys tricked me into something. No. So she goes, hold on a second. I'm going to speak to my supervisor to see if I could do something. Because I was like getting like heated, like I want to cancel, So I go pull up my shit and I see the license is active for a year, but there's no Live Assistant on there. Then I look up some special deals, like real quick, while I'm waiting, and the deal comes up that you get it for $30 a year, right? And then it says in the top, you can't check the box off. It just goes, we will be giving you free 1 month Live Assistant. Thereafter, in small print, and it gets smaller and smaller. So I'm going like literally up to the fucking 30-something inch freaking screen. I'm like, what? And it's like, it will bill automatically every month thereafter for Live Assistant, and fucking 24 hours a day. You can call up somebody in India, and the guy will fucking caress your balls and tell you what you're doing right and wrong and how to make curry.
And he'll wipe your ass for you.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
So, look, she comes back on. I see what fucking day it is, and I'm like, okay, so, look, here's the deal. She starts talking over me. Sorry. Like louder. That I'm like fucking like, yo, are you for fucking real? She hangs up on me. All I said was, are you for real? She like does like a whole thing. I don't hear no more like little cubicles for, people tapping on the keyboards. I'm like, hello? She goes, sir, are you done?
Yeah.
I'm like, am I done? Oh, I'm fucking fuming now. I said, you know what? I said, I don't want any special deal. She goes, I could give you for 3 years for $99. Dude, that's the same shit that I just signed up for, but yearly. And the only reason I do it yearly is because they always have some sale right before my expiration date. They'll give it to me sometimes for like $16, $12. If you sign now for 2 years, it's $40. You know.
Right.
So I missed the last year's one, and prior to that, I had a 2-year thing. But so anyway, she turns around and she's like blah 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 blah, and I'm like, yo, you're talking over me. I go, you are rude. I said like.
I thought the whole point of customer service was to kiss ass the whole
Yes,
fucking
that's
day,
what you're
like,
supposed
you know
to
what I
do.
mean?
So I said, look, you know what? Again, she barks at me. Sir, I see what you did. I go, I didn't do anything. You guys tricked me because I have the damn screen in front of me. Again, another hold. I'm like, hello? And then all of a sudden she goes, sir, are you finished? I said, no, cancel my account. She goes, you really want that? Do you really? Because you won't have no more protect. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I said, cancel. So she goes, okay. Now, it took her X amount of minutes to get her supervisor, which was like 3 minutes, okay? 4 minutes tops. When she had me on hold the first time, it was fucking 10 minutes, so 5 to 10 minutes. This time, oh, dude, a good 10, 15 minutes waiting for her to cancel. She comes on the phone. Okay, so I'm canceling your VPN. I said, I never said for you to cancel my VPN. I said, cancel my system mechanic because you're telling me that I'm paying $19 a month for system mechanic.
Right.
I never said that. Yes, you did. You said...
Bro.
Included in my system mechanic is live. I don't want
You had
live.
plenty of time to think about that when she put you on hold, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, how the fuck are you not going to remember?
100%. And then I got so aggravated because I told her, I said, if you got my records in front of you, you see I'm a loyal customer for many, many years. I said, never once did I have live assistant. Why would I decide after like 15 years to say,
That I need somebody to fucking,
hey, I'm illiterate and I put my son through cybersecurity school for no fucking apparent reason but for me to talk to some lady named Susie. What the fuck? With fortune say, you call me, I fuck you later. Like fucking, like whatever, bro. It just aggravated the shit out of me. So then I go, yeah, I want to speak to your supervisor. And my fiance was like, yeah, speak to a supervisor, I sat there. We were supposed to watch our show, Blacklist. And dude, I just was like 10 minutes in the wait and going, oh, fuck this bitch. Because I know she was putting me on that.
You're trying to watch the show Blacklist and you get blacklisted on that fucking call center, bro.
Which, mind you, people, Blacklist, we're almost done with season 2. We're going on to season 3. Oh, my fucking God. This guy, James Spader, the way he comes out and just hits the fucking ball out of the park with the way. Like, I'll give you an example. He'll be talking, and he looks into the camera, and he goes, so, Lizzie.
It's just performance. It's
just performance. Okay. Yeah, so he goes, so, Lizzie, I'm just baffled over this thing, and I'm stymied. And he's doing this shit, and me and my fiance are cracking the fuck up because he's pulling out these words like his vocabulary goes like next level, or he'll be talking in deep about something. He goes, so Berlin is coming to get you. Lizzie, you have the wrong people on looking for you. Reminds me of this little tart that I met in England. It's just like bang, dude, he's phenomenal. Love the fucking show. Guys, just check it out. Netflix.
What else should you check out?
Booyah.
You should also check out Reacher.
Reacher, yes. Yes, man. That is such... the only way I could describe it is getting on all fours and having your girlfriend reach around and just give you a fucking rusty trombone.
How does that...
I don't know.
How is that
funny.
Equal to it?
It's
how the
funny.
fuck is that equal to it, bro?
I don't know. It's funny. Hey, you know what? We should change the name of a rusty trombone to a Jack Reacher.
A rusty reacher.
Yeah, a rusty reacher. And then as they're doing the rusty trombone on you, you make the face like Jack Reacher. And then maybe they will coming to kill you. That's why they surrounded the compound. When he goes to lie, he really looks like a bad liar. But he's an actor, so he's lying right there. But
yeah, I mean, he has to. He has to sell the lie.
Yo, dude, what fucking kind of gear is he on, bro?
I don't fucking know, man.
Holy fuck toddles. I don't know. Holy fuck, bro. Dude, I'm sitting there saying it's got to be a little trend, EQ, 100% master on. But then I'm like, because I guess the way they filmed, he 1 minute he looks a little chiseled, the next minute he's just puffy. So I'm like, that's definitely fucking sus and fucking and Deca. Right. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm trying to take guesses, and if anybody has any guesses or fucking cycles for gear that you think Jack Reacher's on in this fucking show, please drop me a little comment.
Don't just
down
say everything.
below.
Yeah, don't just say everything.
Yeah, and try not to make them small. Like I know EQ, I know fucking other names like Anavar is Var, and and Winnie is Winnie, and that's Winstrol or Stanizol or whatever. But
Sus is Sustanon,
Yeah. You start looking sus after you get on that shit. Like fucking 3 weeks into fucking double dosing, like 500 mil on a Monday, 500 mil on a Thursday.
Well, how do you look after that?
Oh my God. Do you remember me when I was like fucking moosecock?
When you were moosecock?
I'll put the picture up.
That's a term?
I'll put the picture up. Yeah, I was.
It's an actual term.
No, it's not.
Okay, yeah, no. I didn't understand.
Moosecock is just big veiny.
Oh. What the fuck? Why do you know what moosecock looks like?
Porno dick. It's like
John Holmes, or whoever the fuck you talking about.
Oh my God, bro. John Holmes, that was the legend. Johnny Wad coming live right at you. So, yeah. Whatever he's on, if you guys have any fucking ideas or whatever, drop in the comment. I'd appreciate it. Getting from one juice head to another, Mark Wahlberg.
Another moosecock.
Another. Yeah,
he's more like a bear dick.
Yeah. So it's it's that time of the year. If you want to guys,
pray with
join me in
Pray with me
praying.
again.
Come on, pray with me. Hey, Chris Pratt, you want to pray with me? Like
it's Ash Wednesday.
Look,
or whatever the fuck.
Look, I'm not gonna sit there and shit on anybody's Christian values. That's not. I'm very OG Christian. So like we're the original Christians. We're Orthodox Christians. But he's taken. Look, I don't know how to fucking start to phrase this. I think he's done so much shit in his life and scumbagged so many people and wronged and lied and whatever the fuck. And now he's at that age where he's got kids. It's grabbing him by the balls now. Like, holy shit, what I did was wrong. What if somebody does it to my fucking kid? And I think he found Jesus.
Really?
Yeah. Listen, he's made a quote unquote. He has said, "I was always religious. My Catholic background. I did communion. I go to fucking confession. Blah 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 blah. All this fucking barking and shit." But let me tell you something. He's a fucking racist.
Right.
He was in jail.
Right.
He beat up on some Chinese guy, called him a fucking gook, beat the shit out of him. That's all. He tried to...
What was the context of that?
Well, he was in Boston, and he thought he was this fucking wigger. Black, and I...
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they called him wiggers. So he thought he's one of those. And while his brother was on stage with fucking... I don't know, who was it? New Kids on the Block? That's who they were? Donnie Wahlberg?
Probably.
I really don't... I don't know because I don't follow that shit. So... But whatever, New Kids on the Block, whatever. And they were doing that, the right stuff. And this guy was like, yo, son, you know what I'm saying, man? I'm throwing cap in your ass. What's up? That was Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg did not grow up on the wrong side of the tracks. He did not grow up in Southie, where all the fucking people are like fucking in Project. He didn't grow up in that.
Right.
He grew up in an affluent neighborhood, and it is what it is. Not an affluent, but semi-decent, okay? And it's not that I have a pick on Mark Wahlberg. He's annoying. I've said this before. I like his work. I really do. I'm not going to sit there and shit on his work. When you're from the street and somebody irks you the wrong way, you either always give him the stink eye, throw down, do what you need to do, Right. I'm not the one to go spread rumors and fucking be like, talk behind his back. I'll tell him to his fucking face if he knocked on my door, if I was to, God willing, run into him one day. And he goes, ain't you that guy with the podcast? And you're talking shit about me, and you're talking about my Christian value.
He's not going to pant like a dog on you.
First thing I'm going to do is pull out my fucking albuterol pump and be like, take a hit of this, son, and repeat your phrase. Yeah. Hey, I'm talking to you, because, I really don't understand what's going on. Fuck, bro. Catch your breath already, bro.
What the fuck?
I wonder what that sounds like when he's eating pussy. Do you like that? Oh, no. Does it feel good? Huh? I don't know. Look, when I get agitated, I just
realized I feel bad for every girl that goes with him because it's like 3 strokes in and he's already like, like, You just like we just started.
Mark, did you
like,
finish?
Mark,
Yeah. Why? Are you? Did you not done?
are you not
come?
done? Oh, really?
Done?
What?
Really?
Are you attacking my values?
Hold on,
What?
I'll take care of you. I don't know. Look, like I said, I like his work.
Just not a stroke game.
I really liked him in Rockstar. You know, even though that movie bombed, I do not know why that movie bombed. That movie was fucking
Rockstar?
it was fucking awesome. And big shout out to Steelheart, miljenko. I forgot his fucking.
You didn't write it down?
No, okay. I wasn't going to talk about him, but the singer from Steelheart. Steelheart, been a big fucking fan. Underrated fucking band. They came in at the wrong time, like 91. They were shelved for a bit. They had that song, Angel Eyes.
Angel Eyes?
No, well, it's called Angel Eyes, and I'll never let you go. Angel Eyes, I'll never let you go. Or I'll never let you go / Angel Eyes. That fucking song is phenomenal. I didn't know they did all the music for Rockstar. But when I heard him singing We All Die Young, I knew that wasn't Mark Wahlberg singing because I know his voice from fucking Marky Mark and the Wild Bunch.
If you didn't take 16 breaths in the verse, it's like, that's not accurate then.
Yeah. So I heard that when I first saw the movie, I was like, yo, this sounds like somebody. And, towards the end of the movie, I fucking started scrolling and it just said Steelheart. So I was like, holy fuck, man. Like, Miljenko Matejevic. Miljenko Matejevic. He's Croatian, born in the former Yugoslavia, because he's my age, I think 2-3 years. No, wait a second. He's 62, I think. 60 or 62. He's fucking phenomenal. His voice, I watch him. He could still hit those fucking notes. And, in the gym, we talk to Scott, and it's like, oh, my God. Scott's like, yeah, oh, my God, he's fucking phenomenal. Under fucking rated band. I will put him up there with the vocals, Sebastian Bach. He should have been on the same par level as Sebastian Bach. He should have had the same fame. He should have had everything the same, if not a little more. Right. Okay? It was, let me tell you, man, I listened to a lot of their songs. Miljenko just, his voice, the octaves, I think it's like a 6-7 octave range, which it just goes bum, 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 bum. It just, dude, this dude, man, knocks it out the fucking park, man. I sent a little email because I had this crazy idea. So I sent a little email to his fucking management company, just for shits and giggles, like what would he charge to come when we do a little wedding, me and my fiance, when we get married, for him to come and just sing that song. Like just live, like acoustic that shit, So I haven't gotten a fucking response. I gave him a little, history on my life story and how I grew up in the Yugo community and how we almost have the same kind of like background, except that I started becoming a thief and, a thug and whatever.
We have the same background, but we don't have.
But I mean, no, like the same background as like he grew up in a fucking ex-Yugo, household. The same way I grew up. He grew up in Connecticut. I grew up in fucking, in Queens. It's very, very fucking similar. He went into the fucking metal thing. I was into metal, But anyway, so I wrote a little fucking like, hey, how much would you charge to come and just, sing that song? I'll pay for airplane, hotel, whatever. He would be our guest. I haven't gotten a response, but, hey, offers out there. I doubt he's going to watch this show. But, maybe if I hashtag Steelheart, people will be like, what? Maybe word of mouth. But yeah, look, I got to give props to Miljenko, fucking phenomenal singer, phenomenal lyrical skills, phenomenal writing skills. Fucking guy's good. All right. So I don't know how I got off this, but I had to like, because we're talking about Wahlberg. Yeah, we're talking about Wahlberg. You're right.
Yeah.
So I really hate that the movie flopped. I don't know why it flopped. I don't know why that song fucking We All Die Young should have been top 20 for the next year and a half too. But anyway, he's still got a good career, Miljenko, and he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah, not Wahlberg.
Yeah.
So, just saying.
But look, Wahlberg's doing a lot of shit, and I'm going to give him props. I just shat on him for a minute, but I'm going to give him props.
He's doing a lot of shit. Like emphasis on the shit. He's doing a lot of shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly.
So one of the things he's doing.
What the fuck was that?
One of the things he's doing is Mel Gibson. I don't know. I forgot who the third. I think Sly Stallone, Sylvester. They're looking to open up a studio in Las Vegas, Nevada, or in the outskirts of Las Vegas to make it the next Hollywood.
Yeah.
So, listen, more props to him, 100%. I could put my differences aside for that minute and say, yeah, more power to you, Mark. Do what you need to fucking do. But, you still got that fucking resting dick face. So, but whatever. God bless you for doing that. God bless you for being a fucking good Christian. It's a little annoying seeing your Ash Wednesday face all the time.
God bless you with some Ambuterol. Yeah. Some shit.
Maybe next time you should just dump your face in the ashes and come out and be like, yeah. You know what he should really do? It would be a fucking kick-ass idea. He should fucking like the movie Priest, where all the priests had like crosses across their face. Like he should have the ashes done like that.
Right.
Literally be like, yeah, I'm so Christian, bro. Check it out. Like right across his whole face. Like,
So wait, I gotta ask, what was the origin of Ash Wednesday?
I'm not Catholic, so I can't answer.
Because this is like one of those things, like fucking daylight savings time. Like I don't understand, like what's the point of it?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
like, I understand, like it's a religious observance.
Okay, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of Lent. Lent.
What the fuck is Lent?
Okay. Muslims have their Ramadan. Jews have their, I don't know what the fuck it's called, because I don't follow that fucking shit neither. But Catholics have their Lent. Christian Orthodox have their Lent. It's 40 days before Easter.
Okay.
Before the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
Right.
And you're supposed to start your fast. Okay.
Where do the ashes come from?
Okay, we start a fast.
Okay.
Catholics have to give something up. So they say, you know what? I'm going to give up smoking for 40 days. That to them is a sacrifice.
Okay.
But you can eat whatever the fuck you want. You can drink all the alcohol. You can stick fingers in your ass. It doesn't matter. But if you gave up smoking, you got a first-class ticket to the resurrection. So, I'm just fucking lost.
So no smoking, but you can do butt stuff. Right. You can go fucking eat whatever you want.
And Muslims do the same thing. Muslims say, hey, I'm going to... Oh, Passover's for the fucking Jews. Passover. Okay. But the Muslims, they say, oh, I'm going to give up. Now, they fast. What they do is they eat like pigs when the sun goes down. So right. That doesn't constitute a fast for me. But some strict obedient Muslims won't even swallow their own saliva. Listen to me. Won't swallow their own saliva, won't put a piece of candy in their mouth from the minute the sun comes up to the minute the sun goes down, and they won't drink water neither. So that is kind of like intermittent fasting. I give them a little props, okay? I don't know what the fuck the Jews do. I don't know if they fast.
I don't know. No saliva is crazy. Like, how the fuck are you going to go over to the sink and just spit that shit out?
Hold on a second. I spoke to a Serbian. Well, I didn't speak. He used to come to our house. He was our head bishop. He was a Proto Jokan. He came to our house all the time for our Slava, for our Saints' Day, and for the holidays to bless the house. And he told me one day, he goes, how do you fast? And I told him how I fasted. And he goes, that's good, but you really need to, like, give up anything from an animal. Like, so it's just beans, what else? Beans, vegetables.
Celery.
Potatoes, yeah. And, dude, 2 weeks into that, and oh geez, it's hard because especially like I need protein, and you know what that's like.
Yeah,
I could do 2 weeks, and then I'm like fucking shot to shit. I can't.
And you have enough beans, and it's like fuck this, I can't do it.
It's just you get sick of like the same shit at day in day out. It's just I can't do it. I did one time go 38 days, and I lost about 19 or 20 pounds. I was just like a weathered roof. I just did not look at that. And I fucked up. I don't know what the fuck I did. I was going to church. I was supposed to go the next day and get my communion and, confess, get my communion, and I fucked up.
How'd you fuck up?
I put something in my mouth I wasn't supposed to put.
Pause.
And it's not a dick.
Pause, bro.
No. No. See, that's why there's no gays in Orthodox Christianity.
Right.
Because they'd be.
No, just
I
like,
fucked up and put a
just gotta
dick in my
clarify,
mouth.
man.
It said no meat.
Oh no, no meat.
No meat. Jesus.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie. Well, he didn't wash for 2 days, so it was a little fishy. Whatever. But yeah, so I fucked up, and then I think it was somebody put.
What was it, butter?
I don't know if I got a roll or I got fucking something, and they put butter on it, and I just put it in my mouth. When I tasted it, I was like, look, whatever. It wasn't meant to be. I came back. I did another 2-week fast, and then I came back, and then I did my communion and whatnot, try to get forgiven. But yeah, they do Lent. They do it differently, the Catholics. They give up something or some things, and they go about their life. So it is what it is. I mean, look.
But then they could pick it up immediately after, right?
Right. So
Which,
I mean,
okay, then
like
that makes
look,
more
I give up
sense.
masturbation for 40 days, and then fucking that last day, it's an all night binger. It's just fucking the platinum puller edition. So talking about jerking off, we watched wow,
Fuck, bro.
wow,
I don't know how we moved off of jerking off, like
because he had this little scene about jerking off.
he had the whole, he had a whole.
So he did this whole skit about going to the fertility clinic, and he had to jerk off in a cup. And I'm not gonna ruin it. You guys need to check it out. But he was saying how he was like trying to
wasn't
jerk
the special?
off and,
The special was called Life or whatever, which I don't know
Right.
how the fuck you squeeze like all that jerking off into life. But I mean,
well, it's Schulz, man.
It's
He's
just his
iconic.
life.
He's iconic genius, bro. He drops a little Serbian bombshell.
yeah.
It was funny as fuck. It's uncircumcised cocks.
Yeah, just drops it into a circumcision joke, and, I'm
And
like,
it's
what the
just,
fuck,
I don't know
man?
how he comes up with, he goes, you go into the locker room and you got that Serbian friend of yours. Yo, Drago, why does your dick look like a fucking turtleneck? Like,
Yeah.
why you have an anteater in your pants? Like, whatever.
Why you got the sandworm from Dune?
Yeah, like, dude.
What's he doing there?
Listen, Schultz is fucking iconic genius. And he must have got all the best jokes he could get. And he just, because there wasn't a break. It was like, bah, bah. Then he go, but I'm saying, bah, 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 but I'm saying, he talked about how they wanted to conceive him and his fucking wife. They couldn't. The whole thing was touch and go. It was very, 2 or 3 parts.
Made,
Like, you felt
very
really
funny racist jokes.
and then he made so many racist jokes. And look, dude, that's what we need. We all need to laugh. We need to just put aside the shit, and we need to laugh at ourselves. You know what I'm saying? If there's a funny joke about Serbs, I'm gonna die laughing. And I did. He said a funny joke about Serbs, and I died fucking laughing.
Yeah.
But anyway, you guys got to check it out. Phenomenal show called Lil Schultz. Do you have anything you'd like to touch? I kind of like took the stage here.
Well, no. If we're gonna be talking about shit that we watched, like I want to talk about Invincible once more. Like the shit's just getting good now. I was waiting so long for the hype like being built up about the war episode,
Right.
because everybody in the comics is like going crazy. Like
Right.
the shit. Like I don't know if it was supposed to be like more crazy in the comics. Like I didn't actually read the comics, but it was way better than I fucking thought it was gonna be. I don't know what was your.
Well, I'm gonna be honest from the get-go.
I don't know you. Yeah. I don't
Since
know.
you hit me to it and you said, hey, I'm not a big fucking cartoon, anime.
Yeah,
or
anything
any of
that's
that
like
shit.
animated, he's like, eh.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, come on. It's like literally fucking.
So
it doesn't have to look 1-to-1. You know what I mean?
So I said, you know what? I'll give Marco
And
a
then
shot.
he
because
he gets hooked on the first
Yeah,
episode.
because you always give me a shot on my films, and you're like, hey, I could see that, and you. So I was like, I'm not gonna be a fucking jerk, I'm like, all right, let's check it out.
But then you actually got hooked.
I got hooked to the point where after the first one, I was like,
Like I'm not gonna spoil it, but as soon as people started getting murdered, you were like, oh,
I just like the fact that the guy that voices Omni Man,
yeah.
what's his
Jonah
name?
Jameson.
What's his name?
But J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons, bro.
I just can't believe he's the same
farmers,
guy.
He's
He's the same guy who voices J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah,
That's fucking
yeah.
like the
phenomenal though.
yelling
But
at Peter Parker.
I love the cartoon. It's great. It's just when you think what the fuck's next, they pull
all
some
of a
shit
sudden
out.
some
It's
shit
it's
comes
good.
out,
It's
yeah.
well written.
And I can't believe they started getting fucking like all these top fucking.
Well, when
tier
the fuck
actors
is
now, like
didn't fucking Omni Man and that orange one-eyed dude fucking Alan? Didn't they fucking like escape and they got some other Viltrumites?
Well, they're like fucking all the way, like how many galaxies away or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean, or whatever. I don't know how far they are, so like
yeah.
they still got to travel.
Yeah, I'm dying to see that fucking get together.
That's
Because
gonna
they
be
have to fuck up the 50 Viltrumites that are left.
Yeah, well, even then they still got to fuck. Mark has to fuck up Conquest. And
Oh, that's
Conquest is
true.
like 10 times the size of this fucking dude. So it's like, you know,
Yeah, that's true. That's
not
true.
gonna be fun. And anybody that knows the comics, you know that he's not gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Just saying. You know, I want to see that shit, but
Yeah, we watched that. We watched Reacher.
yeah, we didn't
Reacher.
watch the Adam Eve special though because you don't want it for some reason.
I don't
and,
know.
Like we missed the time when like they did a callback to it where like she had like a photo in the drawer and you were like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Yeah.
if we watched it, we probably would have known. You were like,
I mean, I don't know. It's like that whole Eve thing, and like I just was like, okay, I
dude,
like.
it
her
was
in
a
the
build up for
character.
the love interest. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
she's playing like a major role in the show now. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't see it. Are you done picking the pubes off your microphone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
the fuck,
lint
bro?
on my fucking mic. Can I
Alright.
fucking tell you?
Anyways.
So, anyways, yeah, you guys got to check out Jack Reacher. You guys got to check out Invincible.
You got to check out fucking Andrew Schultz.
Andrew Schultz, you need to check out. Fucking phenomenal. Blacklist, check it the fuck out. Steelheart, you need to fucking
Check out everything, bro.
check out everything we've mentioned. You know, I'm sure somebody out there will like one or the other.
Everything,
You know?
everything except Wahlberg.
Yeah.
So, just because. What? It's
Anyway,
funny at this point, bro.
It's
I don't.
funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah, it is. It's just
Check out Albuterol. Check out fucking.
watching Mark Wahlberg, meat ride Jesus is just
Yeah.
It's just always my, like what's gonna
always
happen
funny.
next year? It's gonna he's gonna get on a fucking group chat and be just like, hey man, I'm fucking meat riding Jesus. You want to join me in the circle jerk? Like what the fuck, bro?
Guys, pray with me, please.
Come on, pray with me. Come on,
Pray with
man.
me on this Zoom call that we
Pray-
didn't set up at
Pray
all.
that this fucking Las Vegas Hollywood takes the fuck off and I can open up every
Yeah.
other block of
Pray with me on
Wahlburger.
this commercial that I totally didn't pay you for. Come on.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
So, anyway, I guess that's his fucking penance,
Yeah.
for being a racist and being
Yeah,
in
doing
jail.
commercials and being fucking annoying. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works, I guess. Anyways.
That was a funny
Yeah,
thing.
come on.
That shit was funny, bro, when I get started. But
Yeah, when you
let's
get started.
Let me get
Yeah,
started on
moving-
something else.
Yeah, moving off.
So moving off, my mom, Marco's grandmother.
What?
My mom,
Okay.
Marco's grandmother. So she's doing
What about?
a little better, but
Yeah, as
the
an
water
update.
pills are draining the fuck out of her. She's getting all wrinkly and they told her she can't drink water and whatever, but so far so good. She's at least out of that that water that she was in. No peripheral
No,
sense.
no pun.
No pun.
No pun.
No pun,
Just like
yo.
the pills.
Like
All
no
right.
pun, man.
Yeah.
So I was in the gym talking to Rob, and Rob was like, hey, how's your mom doing? And I was like, it's like I don't know, rant. And when I get on my rants,
Yeah.
so in like 2 minutes I was ranting and I was going, she's all right, she's doing better, but this, but that. And then I'm like, she won't sleep at night. She tells me she's sleeping, but I know she turns off her CPAP machine because I'll get up at like 2, 3 in the morning and I'll kind of like walk by and I hear her like, just like the machine's off and then
Funny thing is though, like she doesn't use the machine at times, right? But then like she'll leave it on and then like go do other shit and not use the damn machine. So I get a little confused.
because she doesn't want to go into that tight fucking laundry room that she fucking stacked up boxes and everything everywhere to turn it on and turn it off.
Well, no, it's okay. Like, yeah, it's a tight space or whatever, but she can clearly, you know what I mean, just move the machine a little
Look,
bit.
I
It's
don't
not.
know.
It's not like it's 100-pound dumbbells or some shit. You know what I
Don't
mean?
know what her problem is with that. My problem is like I said, I get up at 3 in the morning and I say, hey, I'd like to have a spit of milk, so I come downstairs to get a fucking mouthful, and it's like I hear QVC in the background, and I literally,
Of course, I hear it all the time. Fucking past the room.
Because
So.
listen, at 3 in the morning, that's when she's doing all her heavy duty fucking shopping. So it's always they put on at 3 in the morning some fucking gay ass, straight up fucking
Tiger quartz,
old
fucking stupid ass
old
jewelry.
person magnetic look at me buy me commercial. And it's like fucking some stupid ass fake jewelry. It ain't gold. It ain't even fucking silver. It's supposedly electroplated gold, which that's bullshit. And, I hear one day as I'm going by, I hear, hey, if you buy this, you'll get this free, and then you'll get matching earrings, and buy 5, get 6 free, and whatever the fuck. And I hear her just like
Scrambling to fucking.
she's on the phone. Yes, and number is
Oh my God.
22345. Maria.
Why, man? I don't understand why.
Yo, so
We gotta put like childproof fucking like you know what I'm talking about, like parental controls.
Parental
on the damn
controls.
fucking
Why is
thing.
my QVC off? She'll come downstairs and put it on here. I gotta.
Yeah, true. You gotta put it on there, too.
Childproof all the fucking TVs.
Yeah.
Knowing her, she'll find a way to fucking like get an app and be like, I do on my phone, you know. But anyway,
that'll be the fucking day, bro. She doesn't even know how to text on that thing.
So I was telling Rob this, and Rob started laughing because he goes, "Oh my god, she's not right." Yep. Then he goes, "Oh, that's just so cute." I go, "It's not fucking cute. It's
not cute. No,
it's like every fucking day, I got like 3 packages waiting, and it's always her name on it. I'm like, what the fuck is in this package? Usually it's like I'm like, what the fuck? Then I get in the mailbox little packages because she's buying all that fake ass fucking rock jewelry that, you know, tiger's eye, ball cock. I don't fucking know, man.
Moose
Onyx.
cock. Yeah, it's got the moose cock on it.
Dried semen number 12. Like, it's like, I don't fucking know. And then I ask her, I say, yo, why the fuck are you buying this jewelry? It's fake. I leave it for Marco. Why are you leaving him fake jewelry? It's got the diamonds. Yo, that's moissanite. That's not diamonds. Shut the fuck up.
Moissanite?
It's some fake ass shit, bro.
Fuck.
Way cheaper. It's you know, it's not even fucking Swarovski crystals. It's fucking glass, bro. You know, they just whatever, man. She buys all of this shit. It's like just retarded. And when she does buy something that's anywhere decent, it's gaudy as fuck, bro.
Right.
She bought you this fucking Invicta watch because I have an Invicta collection. So she's like, I want Marco to be like his dad because he wants to emulate his dad.
Just give me the money.
Yo,
like,
my
honestly,
man.
just give the money. I will literally look. I will like literally be thank
That's
you.
what
this
I
is
said.
exactly what I got. You know what I mean?
But
what the fuck?
Here's an example. So she gets Marco this Invicta watch, and this is how big the Invicta watch is. So it's like basically the size of my iPhone 16
Jesus Christ, man.
Pro Max, and it's that fucking big, and it's just like square. It's not got a roundness to it. It's just square. It just does not fit it doesn't fit your fucking wrist.
Right.
And it's encrusted in supposedly diamonds.
Supposedly. Right.
Now, maybe it is. She paid an arm and a leg because I seen the bill, you know. But it's gaudy.
Right.
So I showed Marco. Marco was, can you put that away from me somewhere? So I got this huge Invicta box, and I put it in the Invicta box. Because she one day bought a whole set of Invictas.
Yeah.
7 Invicta watches that maybe 2 out of the 7
actually go with some of the shit that I got.
Yeah.
And that's pushing it a little bit.
So it is what it is. It's you know, she's your grandmother. She left you that shit.
Great legacy. Yeah.
Great legacy, exactly. And, you know, it's just we're going to go into a panic when the time does come, you know, God forbid, but she has to pass. That room.
Look, South Park. South Park already did an episode on this shit too with the QVC and everything. So I don't know. Like I'm not praying for the worst to happen to these QVC people, but it's a little ridiculous that they keep pushing this shit.
Well, I mean, like Tony Little's on QVC and Hope Shopping, Home Shopping.
I mean, he's
Network.
not pushing fucking fake jewelry and shit. You know.
No, he's
so
doing
like,
pillows and all health stuff, and you know, he's putting
health
his
stuff.
mark on it. You know.
Yeah.
You know, we
I can understand.
We train with fucking Tony Little, but I haven't seen him in quite some time, so he must be on a different schedule, maybe like early in the morning schedule.
Look, when it comes to health stuff and you know what I mean, things like that, I understand. You know what I mean? It's its own thing. You know, it's unique.
But you know,
then when it comes to fake jewelry and fucking tiger's dick, you know,
well, it's not only that. You know what? She buys shit in bulk with them.
Right.
Like she'll just fucking like, I don't know what the fuck. One day it's like there's 3 blankets. Where the fuck did you get these 3 blankets?
But then it's just annoying because we get it pushed on us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want no fucking QVC rated blanket that's like supposedly fucking weighted and it's not, and like it feels weird.
The only good thing that she got me was 2 pillows. She got me these like beanie like fucking pillows, and like one side is cool, one side is hot. And I tried, she got me one actually, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
see what I mean? Like for health and stuff, like QVC's got unique shit like that. You know
that was the bomb. So then like I ordered 2 for Marco and I ordered another 2 for me.
Right.
So, but
it works better with the cover, like the pillowcase off though.
Right.
For some reason, I don't know why.
It's really cool though. It's like you don't sweat.
Yeah.
And during the winter when it's fucking really cold, you just flip it over. It's not that cold here, but you know. But it is what it is.
I don't think anybody likes a warm fucking pillow.
No.
The whole point is like, actually scientifically, like your head's supposed to cool down before you knock out. You know that, right?
No.
Oh well, yeah. That's why like we like, you know, cooler pillows and shit.
Good thing to know.
Yeah. So in case you can't sleep, stick your head in the freezer. That's the whole moral.
There you go.
Just saying.
There you go. I'll take some ice cubes and put them on your dick.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant that top head.
No, wrong head. Yeah.
Sorry. I thought, you know.
No, you don't want your balls shriveling.
I really don't care. I got nobody to show fucking at night when I'm laying there fucking.
I'm just saying.
Hey, my balls are shriveled. They look like Laurie's raisins.
Dude, you don't want to go like shivering down on your legs, you know?
Kiwi nuts.
What the fuck?
I did the voice of the soda fucking crush, the Candy Crush.
Oh yeah, you've
delicious.
This guy's been getting addicted to Candy
Awesome.
Crush again. He hasn't played in how long? And like, I think you reinstalled it, or did you have it?
I reinstalled it.
Yeah.
I'm up to like 200 and something on the fucking levels. It's just they try to sucker you in, pay $20, you get all these gold bars and all of that, and then because they keep giving you hard levels. But you know what? If you just give it 3 days and keep fucking failing at it, they'll just give you an easier fucking screen, and then you can just pass and do it. Right. Make it through. Anyway,
I haven't played Candy Crush in years.
Delicious.
Juicy.
Delicious.
And he plays with his volume up at the max because I don't know why. I don't know if he could hear it or not, but like he just,
you know what I
all
love?
the time, bro.
I would love to be that fucking open casting call. Hey, we want you to say delicious and juicy. Juicy, delicious. No. More like sexy. Juicy, delicious. All right. It's like I like to like do it without the volume, but every once in a while I put up the volume a little bit and it's like, oh, delicious. It's like
his volume's up at max and it's like fucking I can hear it from across the fucking
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about her fake jewelry and her fake fucking whatever, the moissanite and all of that, and
still moissanite's an actual thing. Like,
yeah,
it just sounds fake.
I mean, look, moissanite is a valuable, it shines like a diamond, it's bright, it's whatever, but it's moissanite. It's not diamonds, bro.
Yeah.
I'd rather have diamonds, but whatever. Moissanite's kind of expensive, but it's kind of cheap too. It all depends. Yeah, if you get a lower end,
be like
okay, it's like this. It's like not even. Well, you got fake diamonds, you got the fucking fugazi diamonds, and you got the real diamonds, and then you got fucking lab.
Moissanite.
So it's like lab is done twice as quick. They do it in the lab, compress, bang, you got a fucking diamond. The fake shit is just glass, just faceted, cutted.
Right.
So let's get off this diamond fucking thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
off that topic.
What do we got on time? How much do we got in? 43. All right, so I guess I'll do my next fucking topic, and then that'll be it. So we've been doing the stories from the street. I've been telling different stories. I don't want to keep doing like criminal shit, but this next story from the street it's going to be about the Yugos in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So what I remember growing up in the Yugoslavian community and what it was like, the 70s, it was like growing up European. Like, you go to people's houses and parties, and then there's that thing that Marco said the last show or the show before where it's they saying goodbye in the living room, and then we walk them to the
European
door.
Goodbye. It's like fucking 2 hours. Like you're saying goodbye. Like you say, like we gotta go. Okay, and then you start talking about more shit.
And it's like, it's like
then you actually get up to go out, but then you have another fucking conversation at the door.
Right.
Another 2 hours. Then you get outside.
Yeah.
Then it's another hour and 30.
Yeah.
Then you walk them to their car. Then it's another fucking hour. And before then, the fucking sun's coming up.
Yeah.
And it's like you just fucking you had like 7 different conversations just by saying goodbye. It's like what the fuck. Dude,
it's just dead ass. That's exactly how it is.
Dead ass, exactly. Like, dude, it's just like I'm just trying to go home. I didn't need to fucking stay up all damn night, So, I don't know. I'm so used to it because I had to deal with that every single,
Yeah. So I mean,
yeah.
That's what I remember growing up in the 70s was like, but in the 80s when I started, really in the community, I started playing soccer. And then I grew up with a bunch of guys. I grew up with my cousin Max. I didn't know he was my cousin. Max.
Shout out to Mask.
So I grew up with Max, but I just, we didn't know we were cousins. Our family weren't like they have this thing in Romanian when they say sakauta. Sakauta is like when you're looking for somebody, when you're like trying to get your relations, like with your family, like you're looking, who's my cousin? Well, who's my distant cousin? Well, who's the you're looking for your relations. Kauts. You're looking. So I guess my family wasn't looking or whatever, or I don't know if his dad knew who the fuck I was because I wasn't in his house. I was always like picking him up. He was picking me up, or we'd go grab a soccer ball, go play soccer,
Right.
And at his mom's funeral, I came to pay my respects, and his dad was like looking at me going, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Padge." And he goes, "Your mom Babica?" I said, "Yeah, that's her nickname." He goes, "Your dad's Pera?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, Max, this is your cousin Pedge. Like,
the fuck?
at the funeral, like, me and Max looked at each other, and I was like, I guess so, cuz, you know? And then his doofy brother comes out. I call him Doofy because, dude, he came there with sunglasses. Look, I'm not going to shit on the fucking guy. Guy's whatever, you know? He's a patriot. He was in the war, you know? But, you know, he was just doofy sitting at the funeral with, like, fucking shades on. Like, it's the fucking shades, you know?
Dude.
With the shades.
Why
like,
would you wear shades at a
dude,
funeral?
like, he looked like he was, the way he was dressed up, he was just like, you know. Then he walks over and he goes, hey, cuz, you know, thanks for coming. Like, he heard that his father said we're cousins, and he was like, hey, cuz, you know.
Right.
But whatever. So let me get to the you know, end of that story. So I found that he's my cousin. But anyway,
Right.
Growing up in the 80s, I started going to the Yugo bars. So I'm going to tell stories about what it was like in those 80s and 90s in the Yugo bar scene. I've said it before, the Yugo bars were straight up the Wild Wild West. Social clubs, bars, you know, and most of these social clubs were bars, but they were just not trying to pay liquor license and, you know, all of that shit. So it was like kind of like an underground thing. But I remember my first experience going into a Yugo bar. You know, you're looking around. There's a pool table. There's a fucking bar, and then you have a back room where there's music. And so it was called Europa Cafe, and I was in there, and I'm just like looking around. You know, like it's just, I don't know. It's like weird. It was like, you know, in that one, you know, hour that I was there, I wasn't asked for ID. I love this. Like, it was just fucking phenomenal. It was just like, yeah, get him a beer, you know. And, you know, I wanted more, you know, like I was like, yeah, I want to hang out here. Like, this is my roots. This is where my people come from, you know.
Right.
And I remember going in there a couple of weeks later, and really quick, some shit just broke the fuck out. Like wild
Yeah,
west.
what was the context? What happened?
Context was, it was music.
Okay.
And
Let me guess. Somebody ordered a song or
well,
some shit over
here's what
somebody else's
happens.
song.
Like, when you're sitting there at the tables, the respect is, when you want to respect somebody, you point, you get the waiter, you point, you say, get those
Get him
guys
a drink.
around.
Yeah,
Get 'em-
okay.
Get them around. Put it on my bill. And then they turn around and they go like this to you. And they look you dead in the eye. And they get like this. That's a sign of respect. So this guy bought this guy drinks. This guy was waiting. I was like, this is how I started learning to watch my surroundings, you know? Because I was just like eyeing the whole, like, what's going on? Like, you know, like, I knew, like, I just felt some shit was going to pop off. So this guy ordered drinks. And I see the guy looking. Now he's getting frustrated. He keeps raising his glass. The guy looks, but doesn't really acknowledge the guy who just bought him around.
Right.
So I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like, is this going to pop off? And an hour goes by. Usually within the first 5 or 10 minutes, you acknowledge. You know, thank you for the round. Now, this guy didn't acknowledge. The guy didn't send a round back. He gets up to leave. And as he's walking by, this guy just puts his hand and he goes, like, what the fuck? You know? And the guy was just like, what? He goes, I bought your whole
Really?
table around. And
Yeah.
the guy was like, so? He goes, you can't even say thank you? He goes, fuck you. Like, literally, like, fuck you. Like, kote yebe, you know? Yebise, you know? I'm just like, what the fuck? This guy, the way he stood up, bang, like, fucking lays him out, bro. This guy goes down. The other two guys, they turn around. So now it's like he has one guy at his table. So it's like those two going at the other two because he laid the first guy out. And all of a sudden,
And it's just a Western bar fight.
oh my God. And then the next table, oh, that's my friend. They start pushing into it. Dude, before you know, it's like 7 tables brawling. And my guy, Yovo, grabs me and goes, we got to get out of here. I was like, no, I want to stay. I want to like, he goes, no, you don't. You want to get out of here. He goes, the shit's going to get bad.
Right.
So now, as you're like running out, you hear bottles breaking and chairs.
And this is because all that was because one
respect.
asshole
Yeah.
did not buy a drink or at least acknowledge,
Right.
which would have been okay.
So that's one story. Now another story, there was a shootout. I've said this on other shows and I've said it on our show. I met Boško Radoncic in the city, and he took over this place, Europa.
Right.
So he would come in time to time, sit there, show face. I already know that he's the boss. It's his place. And he was in there, and it was like when you walked into the hall where the music was, the stage was over here. There was the band table, or the band would sit there. And right over here, back to the fucking wall, watching the emergency exit and watching anybody who's entering. That was Boshko's seat. Boshko's sitting there, and, you know, I come in, I acknowledge him, I walk up to the table, you know, I give him the handshake, the hug, you know. He's like, what are you drinking? And I'm like, no, I got it, don't worry. No, what are you drinking? I was like, oh, Henny. That was my fucking, you know, I wanted to be like them, so I got on the Henny. And he's just like, you know, sit with me for a minute, you know, because I was going here by myself now, you know. Right. And, you know, I sat there and, he, you know, got a Henny, and then I was like, hey, for him too, you know. And he's like, you don't got it, kid. And I'm like, no, you know. I send it right away, you know. That's just, I learned that quick, that you show respect, you know. And even if, you know, you got to have a fucking straight out beef that you're willing to take it to the next level if you're going to fucking disrespect. So, I see these guys in the corner mean mugging Boshko, you know, and I said, hey, Boshko, I'm going to go and go to the bar. And he goes, okay, go ahead, kid, you know. I was like, maybe I'll catch a game of pool or something. He's like, all right. I go, I'm at but the way the bar was, it was like this, and then this was the entrance. There was 2 bathrooms. A payphone, 2 bathrooms, and then you go like this.
Right.
So I was right there that I got my eye on these guys. There must have been like 25, 30 tables in that place. Okay. Maybe more, but.
Right.
I'm going to say 20, 25. These guys are looking. And I don't know, like, I went to go fucking start racking, and I just hear, like, you know, tables, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then you hear, like, dude, like, literally, like, I just ducked. Yeah, that was my instinct. Duck, you know, and I'm holding the pool cue, and I'm, like, ducking. And these 2 dudes run out, and one guy goes like this and starts shooting again, like, and then they're running to the door. I see Bosco. I'm thinking he got shot, you know. I see Bosco running. And he just in front, like, once he got to that doorway, boom, put one right in the fucking door as it was closing, because they ran out.
Right.
Now, instinct, I grab my fucking gun. I go right after him. Like, that was my call. Like, this is where I make my bones, you know? And I told the story before. They were in some fucking caddy. They jumped from the passenger side. Bosco clips the one fucking guy. The guy falls down. I guess he got him in the fucking leg and thigh and this area here. And they are jumping this way. They start the car. The guy's laying on the fucking on the floor. The other guy's laying on the front seat. And, you know, they're just smacking cars. And Bosco's like, pop. He turns to me and he goes, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and I'm just like, well, I got your back. He's like, yeah, I really appreciate it. I'm not going to forget this, but you need to get the fuck out of here, you know? And then real quick, like within 15, 20 seconds of him saying, what the fuck, you know, you need to get out of here. You just hear, wee, 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 wee. You know, we're like, what the fuck? And I ditch the fucking gun. He takes off. And, you know, the cops come and they start fucking questioning what's going on. I don't know. Nobody knows. Like, what happened? Was there a shooting inside? Was there a shooting outside? I don't know. I just heard. I was just about to walk in and I heard gunshot. You know, that
right.
Typical bullshit. So that was one fucking story. Another story, people used to shoot, like, out of celebration. Okay? Because...
Now, this I don't understand. Like, it's kind. I feel like
this
it's
is a Balkan thing. But it also goes throughout the Middle East, and
right.
It's like...
I've seen so many videos of, like, the Arabs, like, they do it, and, like, they fucking... They almost shoot everybody.
What you're doing is you're shooting into the heavens.
Right.
You know, like, you're shooting into the heavens out of happiness,
out of joy.
Out of sadness, out of whatever the situation is.
Yeah, and then,
that's how you...
Yeah, and then accidentally killing somebody 2 miles away because
it always
the
happens.
bullets come out.
It always happens.
But, yeah.
So, I remember... like glasses breaking. That was a big thing. You know, like you hear a song and it hits you emotionally. And I learned this trick from Yovo. It was the cognac glass, and he just like he would take it and go like this and break it. Okay, just take it and flip it and break it. You know,
right?
Or he would take it and go like that and throw it. You know, or right next to him he'd go bang. You know,
yeah,
like,
that I can understand. Like slamming
right.
it, like you know.
And then you know, weeks of hanging out with him, days like there was like I lived in those fucking bars for like 6 months. Every fucking day I was in there, lunchtime, afternoon, whatever. You know, or I'd be in different bars, not the same place. You know, I'd be like networking. And then Yovo, one day we were drinking, and he goes to me like, and he's like this, and he's like, hey, Pedge, it's a good song, and, and I'm like, yeah. And he's explaining to me what the song means, and I'm like, wow, like, that's so meaningful. I want to break a glass. He goes to me, I'm going to show you something. And he goes like this, and he just goes, like, snaps his finger in the glass, and it just goes like this. Dude.
What the fuck?
I cut myself 3-4 times trying to do that fucking trick, man. And then I got to the point where I was really good. I got really good at that shit. And
You show it off to him at least, like after?
Yeah, like one fucking time.
Hey, look what I can do.
He picked me up and he goes, what are you doing? He was like, let's go to Astoria. I was like, all right, so we go to Astoria. And you're in this Muslim place, 3-star. And we're hanging out.
Weird names for these places, by the way, 3-star.
I don't know. So we're there. Guy's very well known, in the community. And, I was like, a couple drinks in me, a couple cognacs, and I started feeling good. And I don't know, I just picked the most stupidest fucking song, It's not a meaningful song, but it was called Bio San Pianats, which I was a drunk. I was an alcoholic. So
how very sad.
The song's kicking in, and it's like Bio San Pianats, and then she will say, but not anymore because of her. And I just like, I don't know. I felt that was the time, and I was just like, and it just went, right. And a piece hit him. Like,
oh my God.
But he was, dude, fucking spot on, super cool. He was just like, hey. And he put his hands up too, bleeding, because a glass cut is bad.
Yeah.
A glass cut, you bleed like a stuck pig. It's like you're menstruating. You know what I'm saying? So he's over there menstruating from the face, with his hands up. Then he's like hugging me. I mean, look, there's so many more stories. To get back to the gun thing, we were at another place in Astoria, and it was a famous singer. Fuck was it? Haris Ginovic. He came, and we're hanging out, and the music's playing. I don't know who the fuck this guy was, honestly.
Right. Yeah, no clue.
I have no clue. But everybody was like, dude, place was packed. It must have been like fucking 100 people, 150 people at least. And he's singing, and I don't know, some dude just got the fuck up, pulled out his gun, and was like, pop, 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 into the floor.
Really?
I was just mesmerized. I was like, that is so cool. Like, I don't know why, but it's just so cool. Like, wow. And everybody looked at him like, that's gangster. Like, the respect that he commanded with that, and, So, to jump on, my first time shooting in the bar was this guy, George Boxer, Romanian guy. He was a boxer. He had this place called International Cafe. So, I came in there, hanging out, and, I was like, I'm going to do it. If I hear the right song, I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to fucking do it, and that's it. Whatever happens, happens. I get arrested, I don't give a fuck. Like, I was cognaced up pretty fucking good, and I was with this kid, Mike. Mike saw what I was going to do.
Right.
Now, he's a little punk, okay? He's going like this the whole time. Like that. That was Mike. If anybody knows Mike...
Look, to be fair, I would be embarrassed as shit. Like, I'm kind of introverted, so it's like anything that, like, I got to do that, like, fucking anybody, like, everybody in the damn bar would, like, put their eyes on me. I'd be like, Unless, like, I had a few drinks, it's like, I got to understand.
Dude. I know you're introverted and all of that, but when you're with somebody or you're in proximity of this person and you know that person shoots, that kind of, like, goes off onto you, too.
Going, no. Oh, my
God, that's his boy.
It's the fact of shooting. It's like fucking literally sneezing in a library. It's like everybody's going to be like, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to look at you, you know what I mean? Like, if you are coughing loudly or doing shit, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know.
So here's the thing what happened with me. So I'm sitting there, and, I'm pulling out the gun, and I'm going under the table like this, because the song is, it's hitting me right in the doo-doo, bro. I'm just like, yeah,
Doo-doo brown. Right.
And I'm looking at Mike, and Mike's going, like, leaning on the table going,
right.
Like, don't.
Just saying no.
And this guy was singing some gypsy song, this guy Gusti, and he's my friend's brother from Chicago. And he's singing, and he's this little gypsy, like it was like something from the soul, man, like a gypsy soul. And I was just like, do, like right in the floor. The bar didn't hesitate. I got people to turn around and look, but they were like, yeah, like, you know, like I just started something, you know? And the singer was like, do peja, like, you know? But there's one dude in the corner was just like this to me, like with the finger. And I was like, what? And he was just like, I'm going to tell. Like
what the
so I was just like, who you going to fucking tell? I'm going to tell your mom. Because he knew my mom. All right? I was just like, I go, come on, Chica Bogdan, don't be like that, you know? And he was just like, Beja. Like, he knew, like, this guy is in training. He's going to fucking murder somebody one day, you know? He never did tell my mom. Somebody else ratted me out, but
No.
and your grandmother didn't. Like, it was it was like, what was it, like
She find out
2 days, no, a week later. I was supposed to go out Friday night. I'm getting ready. She just like storms in my room. She's just like, did you shoot in a bar? I was like, oh, this guy Bogdan ratted me out. I was like, no. Stop lying. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I go to the closet to get my gun. It's gone. I'm like, where the fuck's my gun? No more guns in the house. You crazy. You're going to kill somebody. You're going to give me a heart attack. You know, I'm just like, nah, whatever, fuck. It's like, for every one you take away, I bring 2 more. That's the way it's going to be.
right.
So that night I go out. I asked my boy, I was like, yo, you got a piece to sell me? He's like, yeah. So he sells me a 380 because I can't be naked, you know? And we're in this bar, the Vox, okay? And we're hanging out, and I go to the owner. I was like, he knows the deal. You know what I'm saying? He's one of us, and he knows how we get. And there was an Albanian guy in there, too. And that guy was like, hey, fucking phenomenal, cool as fuck, bro.
Right.
The song grabbed us. Me and the Albanian go outside. Ba 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 ba. We start like to pick up the fucking shells. We run back inside. He pulls the gate down from the inside. You hear the cops. Like you see the lights. The gates are down. Man. They're looking around. They start kicking the gate.
Why are they always like 2 blocks away?
I don't know.
Every time.
Well, Ridgewood back then was a hotbed. And you do know that I was doing cars and all of that.
I know, but it's like the cops are always like fucking 2 blocks away every time you do something.
Listen, everybody, if they wanted to get a collar, they'd patrol Ridgewood. Upper Ridgewood was quiet. Glendale was quiet. They, you know, wherever the 104th was, every other neighbor was pretty much fucking quiet, you know, unless you're on the other side of the tracks in Bass. But it is what it is. But those days, you know, were fucking insane. Anybody that follows the show, my boy Steve, my boy Danny, you know, Goran, you guys could attest, you know, at least when you listen to the show, you could like fucking, you know, say, hey, I remember those days. It was in fucking insane. The bar fights, the fist fights, the shit, you know. And it was always
it sounds like a fucking movie.
Yeah, I mean, and I got that one story I told you where I was there when my boy Steva cut off Sava the boxer's ear.
Right.
You know, what's his name? Punch Stanimirovic talked about that as well on some interview that he did, where I think he picked him up to take him to the hospital, or they called him to pick him up, take him to the hospital, whatever the story was. But sitting in a bar, an uncle of mine owned the bar. His name, you know, God rest his soul, Sava. And it was the funniest shit. It used to be a funeral home, and they closed off this where they used to have the caskets, and then the viewing room, he put a little bar in there and a little pool table and like 5, 6.
How do you turn a funeral into a bar, bro?
Look, dude, I don't know. I don't know if he bought the building or whatever the fuck. The funeral thing wasn't going well. It was a small funeral parlor or whatever. But anyway, I know it was a fucking funeral parlor. It had that fucking weird-ass vibe going on with the wood paneling and, you know. And outside there was a little placard that said so-and-so funeral home. They never took it out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it was a private house. And so anyway, you know, I was in there and I didn't know what the situation was. And, you know, Sava comes in, he's at the bar, and he's like, hey, what's up? What's up? You know, I'm like, hey, what's up? I send him a drink. Dude, 5 fucking minutes. My boy Steve comes out full like, you know, what do you call that? Like Black Ops outfit, like black fucking army jacket, you know, camos.
Right.
black fucking, you know, BDUs, comes in, and he's just like, like this.
Why do you keep fucking eyebrow, bro?
Because that's exactly, he had this eyebrow thing, and he went like this. So I'm sitting here, Sava's at the bar, Steva Karatis is right here, and then all of a sudden, it was like, he flinched, like he went to go throw a shot, because he knows this guy's a fucking third-degree Don, fucking special forces. It's going to be over for him.
Right.
Man, he kind of like was like about to flinch, and this guy goes, "You like fucking my wife?" And the arm goes like left, and he's going to go right. He counters, blocks it. I didn't see the knife come out, but dude, Rambo, boom, on the bar. Ear off on the bar, bro.
What the fuck?
Yo, the bar was just like, this guy goes like this. This guy goes, "Next time, I take your heart out." Walks out, cold-blooded. Looks at everybody like that, walks out. Walks the fuck out. We're like, what the fuck? This guy gets a fucking tablecloth, because the tablecloths were like this, and you had like a little white one in the middle, takes the white one, starts putting fucking ice to put, this, puts his ear in the other one, and he's just like, I'm going to fucking go. Like he's going to whatever. He's going to go. He's going to make a fucking phone call, whatever. And dude, we're just like in shock.
Right.
Like, it was like, wow, he just got his ear cut off. Wow. Go back, continue like a normal.
Yeah.
I can't explain. I mean, people are going to think I'm full of shit. Unless people that were really involved in this, in the Balkan community, people can attest to this shit. This shit happens on a regular. I don't know about today so much. Here and there, there's like little, people need to make their bones and whatever, make themselves known, not to be fucked with. Okay, and it happens. Then there's troublemakers that go around and start trouble. I used to be a troublemaker. I used to go around and start trouble. Because until you get your ass handed to you. I've
and then you recuperate for another 3 months, and then you go back to it.
Yeah, you do, and you just come back,
which
harder.
I don't understand.
And you just come back harder. I mean, I've gotten my ass beat in a bar. I've got hit with sticks and cue balls, and I took a really fucking bad lumping. I just came back and was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I came back and was like, this is not going to go well for you. Like, I came back and I fucked that whole bar up. Not that I make sure the owner knew that when I walk in, it's like I own the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I broke everything. I broke the windows, the tables, and I came with 3-4 fucking guys. I just,
pull sticks and everything.
Yeah, look, it is what it is. I had a really bad reputation. A lot of people didn't like me in the community. Because I was a fucking asshole. It is what it is. And plus, you get the Henny in you, and the Henny makes you a different person. Like I'll never drink Henny again. Because the minute I drink Henny, it's just like, it's an elixir. It goes in you. Like, the minute you drink it, it's just like, it's like your eyes just pop, And it's like, you know what? I'm going to murder somebody tonight. Like, and literally, like, and you have no care in the world. You'd be like, yeah, so I murdered this guy. What murder? So,
and that's just Henny.
I'll continue this story another time. But I just thought a lot of people would like to hear some stories from the Yugo community, how that was in the bar system and how, I grew up. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the like.
Comment down below.
Subscribe.
Hit the notification bell so you don't miss us.
Share our video, please.
Please do. Don't tag anybody, but, I mean, if you want to, go ahead.
Yep. And we'll see you on the next time of the Mood Lounge.
Moose cock.